in just a short moment. We have Congress leader Supriya Shrinate with us. Can you hear me? Supriya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Supriya, how would you respond to this verdict in Haryana?
No, the verdict has come both in Jammu Kashmir and Haryana. So first, I would like to talk about both states. I'm not the
Sure.
one squarely focused on Haryana alone. I'm going to talk about Jammu Kashmir as well. And I will begin, in fact, with Jammu and Kashmir. I think the fact that the coalition led by NC and the Congress has got a thumping majority is very heartening. The people of Jammu and Kashmir have given a very strong message to the BJP. The people of Jammu and Kashmir have spoken in one voice and said that you cannot strip off statehood from a state and reduce it to a union territory. That's not been taken well. The one thing that I want to say about Haryana is that yes, the election results haven't gone as much as we had expected. I do believe that the final tally will be a lot better than the numbers that are being shown on the ECI website. I was just doing some calculations while sitting in with the war room, and there are about 8 odd seats where we are either trailing by 700 or leading by over 3,000, which are still not reflecting. So I think it will be, the final numbers will look a lot better. But yes, the results haven't gone as far as our expectations were concerned. We had thought we'd be getting a thumping majority in Haryana. That hasn't happened, and that's very disappointing. But do we learn our lessons? Yes, we learn our lessons. But there's one thing that I want to say, and no, I don't want to get into Modi bashing, but Mr. Modi did 18 rallies in 2019 in Haryana. He only did 4. So I think the lesson for the BJP here is you keep him away and you'll perhaps put up a better show, because he is the one who's coming in with the liabilities. He is the one coming in with the jumlas, and the people of this country don't seem to buy into the Modi factor. So I would like to say that, I mean, I'm not taking a pot shot, but these are hard numbers, and I think let's just discuss hard numbers right now.
You know, Supriya, before we speak about Haryana, let's talk about Jammu and Kashmir. And there's one thing very interesting that we heard Mr. Farooq Abdullah mention, and this Rahul Gandhi also mentioned, a full statehood, the promise of a full statehood, ending a sort of a police Raj, as mentioned by Farooq Abdullah. Now, the interesting thing is that this new government or this new formation in Jammu and Kashmir will not have the right to be able to implement all these promises. But in election speeches, these promises were made. So what will you explain to the people now?
No, I'm sorry. It wasn't just made in election speeches. It was made on the floor of the House by none other than Home Minister in his speeches in Jammu and Kashmir, and Mr. Modi in Parliament when they said after the state elections, statehood will be restored. But will you be a sore loser? And because you have lost Jammu and Kashmir, are you not going to restore statehood? I think the people of Jammu and Kashmir have spoken loudly, decisively. Even the numbers, if you actually see in the Jammu region that the BJP has been able to win, proportionately speaking to the number of seats, their seat share has actually gone down. So I think the promise was made on the floor of the House that after election, statehood will be restored. The Prime Minister has to walk the talk on this. I do believe that Jammu and Kashmir has given a very strong message that you cannot strip states of their statehood. I think they've also given a very strong message that you cannot tell the world one thing and do something else in Jammu and Kashmir. The fact that the BJP, and I was on another show and a national spokesperson said, we did not pursue the electorate in Kashmir. Why not? Are people of Kashmir not a part of India? Should they not be pursued by the ruling party, that's the BJP? So I do believe that the verdict in Jammu and Kashmir is very heartening. It tells you a tale which the BJP wants to brush under the carpet. And that one tale is that 26 terror strikes in the last 107 days, 21 brave hearts dead. They're not going to take these things lying down. They're not willing to look the other way just yet.
Supriya, one last question now on Haryana. Do you think that perhaps concentrating very heavily on the demands of Mr. Bhupinder Singh Hooda cost you dearly?
Actually, no, I don't think I'm going to give knee-jerk reactions. I think there should be a seat-by-seat analysis. There should be an analysis on who voted for us and who did not. There should be an analysis of what issues, got picked up by the voters and what did not. And I think there will be a threadbare analysis of everything that we do. There should be a complete analysis of everything that was done in this election. And I think it's very unfair to just blame one leader and say, we lost because of them, or we did not lose because of them. So I think on that count, it's important to hold your horses, not give a knee-jerk reaction, not give a verdict right on. But I do believe that we need to learn our lessons, and I'm sure we'll learn those lessons before Maharashtra and Jharkhand happened. Those are different elections, those are different issues, it's a different electorate. We are in different coalition
Sorry.
there. So I do believe we learn our lessons, but no, I don't think that the election is lost to one because of one person or one issue.
Okay. Supriya, absolutely correct. Don't just blame it on Huda. But tell us, from your perspective, one thing you felt might have gone wrong in Haryana.
I think we may have underestimated the BJP a little bit because on the ground, and I traveled extensively through Haryana, a lot of our journalist friends and colleagues traveled through Haryana. It was almost like a wave election, and it looks like we misread that. It looks like the BJP managed to do a lot better. I don't know what worked for them, but I can tell you that the mood in Haryana on the ground was very, very different vis-a-vis what we are seeing in numbers. The mood in Haryana was one that was against the BJP. The mood in Haryana was one that favored the Congress. So, if you ask me that one factor, I think we underestimated the BJP perhaps. They were a divided house. They had just changed the chief minister, deputy chief minister, and the president. They had done all of this to escape the anti incumbency. Perhaps that